Hey guys, it's Danny. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you for taking the time to stop by and check out this video. I post fashion, lifestyle, and health and wellness themed videos. And if you want to stick around and see more from me, make sure you press that subscribe button down below. And if you like this type of video and you want to see more of it, make sure you press that thumbs up button. Okay, today we are going to be talking about motion sickness. This is something that is really big for my whole life. I've suffered with motion sickness since I was a little girl. I've gotten, I don't know, it's gotten better and it's gotten worse in ways. And it's gotten better in ways where I know the things that help with it. So I wanted to make this video for you today to help you out and kind of share any tips that I have learned myself or learned from others or the internet over the years. The first one I want to talk about is something, I feel like everybody who knows about nausea knows this, but maybe someone out there doesn't. Ginger. Ginger is an amazing supplement to take in like a pill form if you want to take it in capsules, or you can do something with the actual ginger root. Like I've literally chopped it up and sucked on pieces of raw ginger root on car rides. But ginger is a very powerful supplement. It helps with nausea, it helps like ease digestion, inflammation, but it's like in natural Dramamine. Like the bottle of natural Dramamine has just pure ginger in it, so it doesn't give you any side effects, it doesn't make you drowsy, which is a good thing. I personally, on big trips, have not trusted just ginger alone. I've combined it with something else, not drug-wise or anything, but like my C-bands, which I will go into after this. But I know a lot of people who strictly take the natural Dramamine for plane rides. By the way, any of these products that I'm talking about today, I'll try to find the links for them and I'll leave them down below in the description box for you, so you can go and check them out if you were interested in trying them out. The next thing I want to talk about is my C-bands. I'll grab them for you because they're right in my bag. I just had them on last night because I went to a movie theater and we sat really close to the screen and it was like that. So like there was a lot of motion going on in the movie itself and it distorts my eyes. I'm very, very sensitive to motion sickness. I wear these C-bands in the car. But these are, you can purchase them anywhere pretty much, like CVS, Target, Amazon has all of these C-bands, all of the brands of C-bands. But I have this pair, I have a black pair, and they're like an acupressure kind of treatment. So there's a little bead right here, and when you put them on, let me see if I'm actually in frame when I'm showing you this by looking on my little camera remote, because it would be useless if you couldn't see this. Okay, so they go in a certain spot on your wrist. Usually it is like 3 fingers down. You'll kind of feel this little dip in the center of your wrist and it'll sit right there. That spot on the wrist is the P6 location. It is super key in treating motion sickness. They're called C-bands because they're made to be used on boats, but I know pregnant women use these, and myself included. Like I use them even when I feel dizzy. One of my best friends uses them when she has vertigo, and it's obviously like there's no side effects. They're a comfortable stretchy band, and it's worth a shot because they're super cheap. I've been using C-bands for years and years and years. Effectiveness, I would say that they're pretty good. Everyone is different. Everyone has different bodies and symptoms, but for me, this is very helpful. And if I don't wear these when I'm like in the passenger seat of a car, I will feel the difference. It will be a little harder for me to deal with the motion sickness if I am not wearing these. The next tip I have is, I feel like I'm being so directly obvious, but I want to mention it because I don't want to leave it out, is to make sure you're eating light, make sure you're making good choices as far as food and meals go the night before a big travel day if you suffer from motion sickness, to just eat more bland. Don't eat something crazy spicy, don't eat something crazy heavy or loaded with fat that you know is going to bother you the next day. If I have the power of knowing when I'm going to have to go in the car and someone else is driving, I make sure it's not directly after a big meal, just so I'm better off. This tip is for when you're already in the car, whatever you are that's moving, that's causing motion sickness. another obvious thing, look at the horizon, don't look out the side windows. Everyone has kind of different things that work for them, but for me, I could not look out a side window. I could not read. I can't look at my phone when I'm in the car. So you want to look straight out to something that is stationary, or for me, like if I'm in the car, looking at cars just going forward and thinking about the forward movement of the cars and not thinking about the side to side bouncing, and just focusing really hard on just we're going forward and just like feeling it. That helps like really combat like the whole confusion that goes on that causes motion sickness without even knowing it's going on. It's snowing out right now, I just realized. I found this essential oil. It's actually in my car right now, and since it's snowing, I'm not going to go out and grab it to show you, but I will try to find a picture of it and link it down below. But it's a specific essential oil that is targeted for motion sickness. And I know they probably make ones for morning sickness or pregnancy and stuff, but this one's specifically called Motion. I think it's by Fabulous Franny's Oils. I get a lot of oils from them because I think they're good quality at an affordable price, which I absolutely love. And yeah, so it's a blend of essential oils, and you can sniff it. You can maybe put it on a little cotton pad and keep it in your bag. You can keep just the whole bottle. Like I keep the whole bottle in my car. Put it on your wrist and smell it. Mix it with a carrier oil. There's so much you can do with it. And I would assume if this helped with your nausea for motion sickness, it could help with nausea from other things and other causes. It's something to think about, something to try. Not everybody believes in essential oils, but I have found that it helps me to just sniff it. It's just one of my like tricks of the trade in my arsenal of motion sickness supplements and not cures, but remedies. Peppermints, always keeping Altoids in my bag help. That's something that might be just personal to me, but just sucking on a peppermint, it not only helps with like it settles my stomach, I think, because of the peppermint oil, but with anxiety that comes with motion sickness sometimes for some of us, it helps because it makes you feel like you can breathe better. It just, for me at least, it clears out my sinuses. Like I just having a very strong, like I use just the regular peppermint Altoids in the red box, like it just feels like I could take a deep breath and breathe better. So those always help in any situation with anxiety, with motion sickness, nausea, or being too full, eating too much. Always keep the Altoids on me. Personally, I've tried the less drowsy version of Dramamine. I've never tried any other motion sickness medication over the counter or anything like that, but it did knock me out. Like I was like having audible hallucinations, like hearing weird stuff, and like could not function, had to lay down, did not know what was going on, like totally completely tripping and out of it. And I took only half the dose, and I'm very sensitive to medications, so that is probably why. I personally think that if this next thing I'm going to show you does not work that well for me, then I might have to do that if I want to go on a plane, just to ensure that I will not get motion sick. So yeah, let's hope the next thing that I'm going to talk about is going to be a really good thing for me, because I want to try to avoid taking it if I can, but I know that it's super helpful for so many people to take Dramamine, Bonine, whatever it's called. I don't know how to pronounce it, but there's so many over-the-counter motion sickness remedies. I just like to try to keep it natural if possible, just to keep the side effects down, because what's the fun in knocking yourself out and getting to a fun place and you can't even function when you get there? The next motion sickness remedy that I'm going to talk to you about, I'm actually going to be sharing my journey with it with you on my Instagram channel and my social media. So if you're not already following me on Instagram, make sure that you do so you can keep updated on this if you're interested in it, because I did post a story on my Instagram about it the other day, and I got an alarming amount of messages from you guys just asking questions about it, telling me to keep you guys in the loop if it works for me, because you want to try it, because nobody wants to deal with nausea. And this is a product that claims to work for so many different types of nausea. So I'm very, very excited because it's super innovative and different. And it is called ReliefBand. I actually found this brand on my own while Googling remedies for motion sickness, just planning out, maybe like thinking about going on a plane ride for the first time, and I'm just trying to find something as an alternative to having to knock myself out with Dramamine. So I will obviously be testing this on the ground first, and I wanted to share that journey with you. So this brand it's obviously drug-free, and it says relief from nausea, retching, vomiting, and it treats motion sickness, morning sickness, sickness from chemotherapy, post-operative nausea. As you can see on the side, like, it just is claiming that it's good for all of these things. It's almost like a smartwatch, and it looks similar to a smartwatch, and this is like my version of a smartwatch it would be, but it looks like this. It's sleek, and it's kind of like a silicone type band, so that means it's easy to clean. It has a screen right here. In the front, it has 2 buttons on the side as well, and a little band like to close it up in the back. It has a loop for the band to keep it in place, and on the inside you can see there's this little circular metal piece that's going to sit against your wrist. So I think it's very similar to C-bands, but like amplified, because this releases constant stimulation electronically that sends messages to your nervous system that help your own body relieve the symptoms of nausea. It's some weird tested scientific stuff, and I'm very excited to try it out. You're supposed to feel tingling in your palm all the way to your middle finger to a certain degree, and you can adjust the power of it. So there's like a up and a down button, similar to like volume buttons on a remote control for a TV. So you can turn it higher or lower. So I can assume that if it's not really working that well, you can turn it up and intensify it. This like just blows my mind that this could be something that works for me, and super easy to wear and travel around with. It came with a charger, so it just has this little magnetic part, and it just hooks right on there, and then you can plug this USB end into just any block you have, like your cell phone charger block. So I charged it for an hour and a half. It says to charge it for an hour and a half before the first use, and I want to test it out for the first time on camera. I'm not motion sick at all right now, but I want to just see how it feels. It also came with the conductivity gel. It's hypoallergenic, and it says to place a small drop of the gel on your skin, and there's more directions in the little pamphlet that came with it. You need to put it on your wrist first, so let's put it on. Just gonna put a little, and I'm aiming into the spot that my C-bands normally go, just because I think that's probably the spot that it needs to be in. It's not sticky at all. It's very smooth and goes on easy. That's a good thing. Not that it matters that much if you're trying to like not get motion sick. I don't think you really care. ReliefBand 2.0 delivers proprietary pulses from the contacts on the smart band. That's the parts on the inside. The middle parts are the contacts. And they signal the median nerve at the P6 location on the underside of the wrist. Oh, and the quick reference here, it's saying it's 2 fingers up, and I usually use 3, but I have smaller fingers, so you want to, yeah, I guess it's generally like 2 fingers that you want to place the gel, and that's where your P6 point is. All right, so I'm putting it on, and I'm tightening it and looping it through so that doesn't get in the way. The way that they say to turn this on is to press the power down button. So that's on the side. I'm going to hold it. And it is on. I'm going to press the power up button once. That's going to set the level of intensity. I'm going to press it again because it says that you need to feel the tingling in your palm and fingers. I feel something. I'm going to turn it up one more time. So now I'm on 3. There's 3 dots there. I definitely feel it now. Ooh, okay. I think it's a little too high. It just feels like a slight tickling. I actually feel it in my wrist right here, right around here. I feel it even like this part of my finger going up to the tip of my middle finger. It's very, very, very light. Like, you have to pay attention to feel it, so that's good. It's not going to be like annoying. I wonder how long you're able to wear this for. It feels a little weird, but I can imagine you can easily forget the feeling of it. Showing the 2 dots, because I have it on level 2 right now, it's showing the 2 dots pulsing. on the screen, so you can always see like the level that you're at. And when you want to turn it off, you just press the power down button and hold it, and now it's off. So weird how it does that. That's so crazy. Sorry, I'm wearing no makeup right now and I probably look absolutely hideous, but as I'm editing, I'm realizing that I wanted to mention one other thing about the ReliefBand. It is rechargeable, so you need to plug it in to a power source, to a block with the charger cord to recharge it. So what I was thinking was, well, what if it dies on a long trip? Like, how long does the battery life last? So it does last a pretty good amount of time, but you want to have it with you to recharge. And if you're on the go, say you're on a trip where you don't have something to, like, you don't have a power source to plug your charger into, I suggest getting a good portable charger. So this one is something I got off Amazon. It's by the brand POWERADD. Looks like this. It works for phones, and I realized that I can plug the ReliefBand's charger into it and it charges the ReliefBand. So this thing is pretty sleek. It's not too bulky, doesn't take up too much room. It could fit in your pocket actually, or your backpack very easily, your purse. This is a high density battery cell. It uses the same premium battery cells as Tesla Model 3, so it's very high tech. It also has very efficient charging. It says you only need 30 minutes to charge an iPhone 11 Pro Max to 50%, so it will charge your stuff quick. Also, with the POWERADD cord, the charger cord for my phone, which is also pretty good quality, up close I can see that it has like very nice, thick, like it's like that tough threaded material on the wire. So these last much longer than just a standard charger cord, like that's just like bottleneck out on you, or gooseneck, whatever it's called. So I'm plugging this into my phone, and I can see, once I plug the other end in, it's charging my phone and my ReliefBand at the same time. And I will leave it linked down below if you want to grab it. Like I said, it's available on Amazon. It has 5-star reviews on Amazon. This is 18 watts and it ensures a nice, safe charge for every device, small or large. So I'm super happy. And it's only $25.98, so it's pretty affordable. They also have a $6 coupon I'm seeing on Amazon right now, so you can apply the coupon and get even more off. I always feel a little motion sick by the time we get here, and we're waiting to go on the beach right now with the car, with the truck. So we shall check in after that. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope that it helps someone in some way, and if you want to try any of these products out, I will leave the links in the description like I mentioned earlier in the video, so you can check out the links down there. Make sure you give this video a thumbs up if you liked it or found it helpful. Share it with someone that may find it helpful as well, because it's always good to do that. Comment down below if you have any remedies that I didn't talk about today in this video about motion sickness, nausea, etc., etc. Like, definitely spread the wealth with that knowledge, and I will see you guys in my next video.